I hope you're well. So in today's video I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about my journey with acne, my little experience with acne and how I got over it. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what caused it, how I overcome it, and how I'm still treating it. So first of all, I just want to say that all my life I have had pretty much normal skin. I never had acne growing up. I never had any crazy type of blemishes other than the typical every other month I'd get a spot here and there. Earlier this year I started doing laser on my face. I started eating differently. I started lots of different ventures that really stressed me out, and I feel like all of this mixed together caused absolute havoc on my skin. I won't sit down here and say that all of my acne was caused by laser exclusively, because I don't believe that. However, I do believe that I was lasering my face, which in itself does open your pores, and then I'd wear makeup the next day even though it's advised not to. I would wear makeup straight after. I would be eating really bad food. I would be touching my face. I was actually sleeping with makeup around that time. I was using makeup wipes to remove my makeup, which is not something I do, and I feel like all of that together really played a huge role in making me break out. I've only just recently started completely being acne free. Alhamdulillah, I no longer have any acne. I no longer have any new spots that come other than the monthly here and there, and this has all started to heal and change very recently. So I was suffering from acne for about 3 months or more, and it got to the point where I would be having 6 different huge cystic acne on my face, breaking out all at the same time. It was ridiculously, it was absolutely horrible. It was all bumpy, and you could tell in some of my makeup videos that it was there, and it really played with my self-esteem. It really discouraged me from filming videos. It really discouraged me from going out. It really discouraged me from going makeup free. But alhamdulillah, now I go makeup free and I am happy with my skin, even though I do still have a lot of scarring that I'm in the process of getting rid of. I have made a list on my phone with different things I would recommend to help stop acne. Now these are not treatments, these are just your lifestyle and things that I omitted from my lifestyle, which really helped. And then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my skincare routine and the products I'm using, which play a huge role in the way my skin is right now. Before I continue, I'm going to show you guys a before and after picture of how my skin was and how it is now. As you can see on the screen, I had some really horrible spots, very bumpy. As you can see, I had some serious cystic acne on this side of my face, and actually one of the bumps stayed there for like 3 months. It was pretty bad. So anyway, I'm gonna get right into this list that I've made. If you have acne, please don't rely on wearing a heavy coverage foundation every single day to cover that acne. What I would recommend, if you really do want to cover your acne every single day, all you need to do is use a creamy full coverage concealer to conceal all your blemishes. After that, just use a very light foundation to cover the rest of your face. That's something I enjoy doing, and I think it's so much better for your skin. It's so much better rather than wearing something so heavy that clogs your pores every single day and creates more and more breakouts. I don't know about anyone else. I know some people do that on a regular. I can't personally do that because it does break me out, and I would recommend, if that's what you're doing, please find a cleansing system other than makeup wipe. You can either use a clinical kind of cleanser, or you can always use coconut oil, which is something I used to use. It's really good and does not break me out. This is a very obvious one, but I know a lot of people do it, and I myself have done it a couple times out of laziness. This is a recipe for disaster, because you're literally keeping all of that dirt and bacteria in your pores, and obviously that is going to create more and more acne. Just try adding more fish into your diet. It's so good for your skin. I broke out mostly on this side, and I sleep on my right side, always on my right side. I rarely ever sleep on my left side, so I kind of knew it was something to do with that. Because you're sleeping in one place, the bacteria is kind of just having a little party on your face. Don't use really heavy, crazy scrubs. The more you irritate your skin, the more it will break out. That's something I noticed. Be very gentle with your skin and avoid touching your skin. That's another thing. Avoid touching your skin. This is something I find so difficult, because I'm always touching and feeling, and I have this thing with touching my face, but I'm trying to avoid it, and trust me, it makes such a difference. So those are some of the tips that I have listed for you guys. If you have any other acne prevention tips, please put them below. Now, just before I finish this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the product that really worked for me. When I first started breaking out, I was not using these products. I was just, as I said, I was really neglecting my skincare, I was really neglecting my skin, and as soon as I started breaking out, I was like, oh my god, I need to do something. And I went into this crazy frenzy where I went out to the drugstore, I started buying a lot of products, I started testing them out, and because I was trying so many products and testing so many different products out, it was making me break out more and more. They didn't work for me, and because I was changing up my skincare like every other day, my skin was just getting even more irritated by all the products, and it started breaking out even more. It was so horrific, guys. So I kept on trying so many different things. I was trying high-end products, I was trying low-end products. I started to think, oh my gosh, nothing is gonna help me with this, it's not gonna end, and it really put me down, and it really frustrated me. I remembered a couple months back I was using these skincare products that really worked for me at the time, and I was like, do you know what, let me hit up this person again and get some more products. So I contacted Salima Skincare and I said to her, listen, I have a huge problem with my skin at the moment, I need something that helps, and she recommended me some products. I got the products, and ever since then, which was 3 months ago, I have been using her products religiously. Ever since then, I have been using the products. It's not been easy, especially because of traveling. While I was traveling, I was breaking out really badly as well. Not as badly as it was, but still it was really irritating. But now that I'm back, my skin, I'm no longer eating crazy amounts of oily food and heavy food, and I'm exercising, and I'm no longer eating dairy food. By the way, I've completely cut out dairy. I do eat it every now and then, but very rarely, but I don't eat dairy anymore. I feel like that really caused my acne as well, by the way. So ever since I've cut out dairy, ever since I've been doing all of the steps that I showed you, ever since I've been using the Salima Skincare products, I have not broken out like I used to break out, not once. And not only that, but my scars, half of my scars are completely gone, and that is something huge to say. I don't have any bumps. My skin has completely improved. Obviously there's still room for improvement. I have some scarring and some hyperpigmentation that needs to go and is slowly fading, alhamdulillah. But honestly, I cannot say this enough. These products are amazing. Honestly, they may seem expensive, but I honestly feel that they're so worth the price because they honestly work. I will recommend you a few products which I absolutely love if you have acne prone skin. If you can only get one thing from Salima Skincare and you have acne prone skin, the one thing I would recommend is the AHA cream. Now, this cream is an absolute dream. What it does, it fades your scars and it moisturizes your skin. I like to use this every other night, and I honestly feel like a huge difference in my skin, the appearance of my skin. It makes my skin glow, it rejuvenates and it renews my skin, and it completely helps with my scarring. Honestly, that is probably my favorite product from Salima. That is my #1 product, and I will recommend it always. I'm gonna recommend a couple other products just to give you guys a couple more favorites, because as I said, I only use her products daily, evening and morning. I don't use anything else. I use her cleanser, I use her scrub, I use her mask, which I use once a week. I use moisturizers and her toners, and I don't use anything else. Now, another thing that I would recommend as well, if you can't purchase the whole range, and by the way, I'm gonna put a list of the products I use and the regimen that I work on, just so that you can note it down, so that maybe it can help you if you use other products but you want a regimen to follow. My regimen is in the description box written up for you guys. If you have oily skin, I would really recommend the oil control cream. This not only controls your oil, but it also kills any bacteria on your skin and really helps with acne. Another few products that I would recommend is the tonic toner. You guys know I've been talking about this for ever since I started using Salima's products. That tonic toner is brilliant. It is quite acidic, so when you first use it, it does sting a little bit. Even till now, it stings me when I use it. I don't use it every day, every other day, every 2 days. It's basically an exfoliating toner, so it basically helps fade your scars and break down all the hyperpigmentation on your skin. One last product I would recommend if you have hyperpigmentation from your acne, and this is something that I use nightly. without fail, and it's something that really helps with my acne, and it is the retinol cream. It doesn't have a very high percentage of retinol, so it won't damage your skin, but what it does, I apply it on top of my moisturizer, but not all over my face. I only apply it in the areas where I have scars, like I dot it in the areas I have scars, and the next morning these areas become flaky, and what it does, it basically removes the layer of skin on top, which obviously will fade your scars, and I think that product is absolutely genius. I absolutely love it. Now, before you purchase anything from Salima's products, I would definitely recommend you message her directly or email her directly to get her to help you choose the right products for your skin, because I don't want you guys to go and buy things just because I told you, but your skin is not the same type as mine, and I don't want you to waste money on something that's not going to work for you. You always need to make sure you're buying the right thing for your skin, and if you're not completely sure what skin type you have and what would work best on your skin from her products, I would definitely recommend speak to her directly and ask her advice, because she's such a lovely woman. I've met her myself when I was in Canada. She's an amazing, inspiring woman. I think that's all I'm gonna say in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's beneficial for you, and if you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments, and I'll try to answer everything that I can. As I said, these products are my favorites, and this is the regimen I follow, and the regimen is in the description box. So yes, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!